Hi, this is Jeannie with Norna's Scraps, and with the release of all of the sketch designs at Lettering Delights, there's a need, especially for the Zing, for a pen holder. And AmyChomas does absolutely wonderful things. She's brilliant. Her husband's brilliant. I started with her mini pen holder, and it was wonderful. Worked great in my Zing, and then she came out, saw the need, came out with a pen holder that accommodates multiple sizes of pens. I'm showing you just a few of the ones that I've played with. Up until, probably this past week, I haven't been real successful using my pen holder with these pens, except for this one. It fits perfectly just the way it is. This is a Target brand. It's a metallic color. It's archival safe, I believe. And I was watching a home improvement show, and the builder used shims, and I thought, you know, if they can use shims in building, why can't I use them in crafting? So I'm going to show you how to make a shim that will actually allow any size pen to fit in this pen holder and have the center come out perfectly in the middle of the bottom. That was my problem, because when I put my pen in and screw the screw in, my center, or my nib of my pen, would always come out a little bit skewed to one side, so it would throw my design off. First thing I'm going to do, when you use a pen in your Zing, and this is in particular a Zing, so you may need to change a few things if you're using a different pen holder, I measured the distance needed from the end of the pen holder to 1/4 or 1/8 of an inch above my paper. On my machine, this pen holder would actually, the bottom of the pen holder would be 1/2 an inch above the paper, which means that when I insert my pen into the pen holder, screw it here, that the nib of my pen needs to come out 1/2 of an inch. So that's what I'm aiming for. If I lay my pen alongside my pen holder, I show that somewhere approximately 1 inch above the tip of the pen, you can see that right here, 1 inch, the tip of the pen's here, 1 inch above the tip of the pen, I'm going to have to shim my pen so that when the retaining screw is screwed in, the pen does not shift off center. Let's make my shim. I started with a 1.5 inch strip of fabric for most of my pens. Now I just used the flare, and on the flare I'm going to show you, and other pens will have this issue, the tip, this part is shaped. So when there's a shaped decreasing size from here to here, I use 1 inch strip. But for most of my other pens, for the Le Pen, and for my glaze pens, my Jelly Roll pens, a 1.5 inch strip works great. I take the strip, and I'm just going to use my Le Pen since it's sitting here, and this is 1.5 by 11. It's a full length. I use scrap paper, and I'm going to soften my paper up. Now I'm going to remove actually for this I don't need to remove the end. I'm going to tightly roll it. It takes a little time, but not much at all, and the results are so worth it. I'm so excited. Roll it up tightly, kind of like making a paper cigar. Okay. Now I'm going to unroll it. Now I'm going to take my pen, and this one is actually, it's very straight, very even, so I could do it anywhere along my pen. I'm going to re-roll it from the opposite side. I want it nice and tight. Okay, roll, roll, roll. Remember, I started with 11.5 inch strip. Leave on the flare, and I'll give these dimensions on my blog. I believe I used an 8.5 inch strip. Now, I've got it nice and tight around my pen. Now I get to see if it's going to fit inside my pen holder. That is just a little bit too big. It's too tight. And that is wrapped very tightly around this pen. So I'm going to unroll it, and I'm going to take it in an increment of 1 inch. And I'm going to snip off 1 inch of my paper. Okay. Snip off 1 inch of my paper. And now I'm going to see if that fits. Doesn't feel like it's real tight. I may try to roll this one again. Now I'll try it again. Perfect. It slides in, slides out. Okay, now for the bad news. I'm going to unroll it again. But this time when I roll it up, I'm going to use my Zig glue pen and just make a strip of glue down the paper. And I'll roll my pen one more time. The last Okay. Let's see, pen, nice good dose of ink or glue right at the end. Remove it from my pen, level it out. So rocket scientist. And I'm going to put a small piece of tape, don't want too much, across that last little bit, because I don't want anything dragging or catching. It's not quite perfect on the bottom, but it's okay. It's perfect enough. Now I'm going to write the name of my pen on my shim. And I have a shim that I can slide my pen in, place my pen in my holder, and actually go to town sketching. That nib is perfectly centered. I hope this helps you and kind of find a new passion in your life, just like it did for me. Until next time, bye.